Aquarius, hi, welcome to this channel. This is your weekly reading for the week of September 1st. Thank you for being here. I hope you are doing well. Let's see what's coming through for you. You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising sign. If you want to book a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. Send me an email. So let's see. In September, we have two eclipses happening. The first one is on the 7th, which is a lunar eclipse happening in the sign of Pisces, and then the second one is happening in Virgo on the 21st. So eclipses are all about release. So it could be internal, like cleansing, healing, releasing emotional stuff, or it could be patterns, habits, something that we have outgrown, or it could be something in our external, like our living space, organizing, prioritizing, things like that. So let's see what's coming through for you. All right. So Aquarius, your cards are Hermit. Hermit is Virgo energy. We are in Virgo season now, and we also have that solar eclipse happening in Virgo. High Priestess is Cancer, is ruled by Cancer. It could be that these signs are in your chart. And Empress is Taurus energy. Again, it could be that this is in your Queen, Queen of Pentacles. Again, Earth sign, so Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. So what's going on? You have people is what I'm seeing. You are around a lot of people. So it could be work related, meetings, networking, or it could be personal life. Maybe there is something like a celebration or something happening, or for some it could be a group environment where you are meeting new people, like virtual conversations. Queen of Pentacles, uh, the focus this week is you know for some of you guys, it could be your home, it could be your beautifying your home space, clearing up. uh, what I want to say is cleaning up, clearing up the clutter, or beautifying your something to do with your yard work. So and people you love, maybe it's you are trying some new recipes, you are things like that. So cozy, beautiful, loving, protective energy is what it's about. So this is on the back of the deck. Okay, so that is so it could be that whatever it is that you are doing this week has something to do with the energy that is playing underneath, which is the which is about your safety, your stability, your home, the people you love. So whatever it is that you are doing, that's where it's coming from, so. And also practical matters. See, you have a lot of earth energy going on here, Aquarius. uh, so this is earth sign, this is earth sign, and this is earth sign. So earth has to do with balance, a sense of groundedness. It could be balancing your own energies and staying more centered, staying grounded, or it could be that and it could be energetic, it could be you staying focused on the practical matters of everyday life. So for some, it could be a project that you are working on, it could be your career, it could be your home, it could be your family, it could be something to do with your finance, like organizing that area, accounting, taxation, things like that. Or it could be like insurance, seeing a doctor if it has something to do with your health. So practical matters is what I want to say. If it's not you, it could be you being there for the people you love, home and family. So yes, and Hermit here, and both these cards, this is so looking at the cards, looks like this is a slow week for you. So nothing much is happening. It's just that you're focusing on comfort. Uh, yeah, for some, it could also be you making an investment, you spending money on something that's going to make you happy and comfortable. So it may have something to do with you investing in your future, like something to do with investing on a property, or it could be investing on yourself, like learning a skill, or like stock market, learning about things, how to make your money grow. you know so this is growth. Both these cards here has to do with growth. And what I want to say is, this is also where you are sharing. It's not like you are keeping it to yourself, you are sharing the abundance. So it could be that you are hiring people, you are outsourcing, or it could be your friends and family. So it's when I said sharing, what I mean is it doesn't have to be always financial. It could be that you are showing someone how to do things. It could be sharing your, like spending your time with someone. So yeah, resources is what this energy is. So whatever you have available, you are sharing it. It could be money, it could be time, it could be your knowing. Yeah, it could be just spending time with someone. On the other hand, yes, this is also the week where you are um, going over the stuff that you own. So for some, it could be that you are getting rid of things that you don't want, you are simplifying, um, and you are only keeping the things that you want to that that you want to have, maybe. On the other hand, it could also be something to do with memories is also coming through, something to do with past experiences. It could be that you are going through things and then you are remembering things. On the other hand, it could also be you making time for self reflection, and it may have something to do with what's happening in the sky, because Saturn moves into Pisces on the first, and then we have lunar eclipse in Pisces, and Pisces has to do with our subconscious, our dreams, um, our spirituality, and things like that. And that's what's coming through here for you. So this is where you are making time for self-reflection, contemplation, thinking about past experiences, and yes. On the other hand, this is also where you are coming across some self doubts. Okay, maybe there are certain things that you want to do and you are doubting, and you, yes. So maybe it's so what I want to say is, I'm not going to say like ignore these emotions and blast through things. What I want to say is pay attention. Maybe you are coming across that feeling for a reason. Maybe there is something that needs your attention. So slow down, Aquarius, and think through things. If there is something major that you want to do, you have three major arcana cards here: Hermit, High Priestess, and Empress. So some major, like it's a like change and some major developments is what I am seeing here for you. So whatever it is that you are coming across, what I want to say is slow down, and that's exactly what's showing up on the cards as well. You slowing down, and it could be that you are waiting, um, waiting for, I don't know what you are waiting for. Maybe there is a valid reason, waiting for maybe more clarity, more information, waiting to see how things are going to pan out, waiting to hear from someone, waiting for someone's approval, waiting for something to change. But the energy of waiting is what it's about. But your intuition is very strong. It's at its peak, and your creativity is at its peak. So pay close attention to your intuition, your dreams, signs, synchronicities. Look at these cards. All these, this is feminine energy, Aquarius. So whether you are a man or you are a female, we all have masculine and feminine energy. And masculine is about drive, action, very action oriented, but feminine is caring, nurturing, creativity, spirituality, slow movement. And that's what beauty, love, caring is, what this energy is. So you are in that energy. So it could be that you are feeling protective towards something, someone, uh, or it could be anyone. Like, it could be people, it could be a project that you are working on, it could be your space. Maybe you like wherever you are, or it could be that you found something and you want to own it because you like it. So things like that is what's coming through. So feminine energy, so it's a great time to nurture something that's important for you. Again, it could be people you love, it could be your garden. Maybe you are planting new seeds, um, or it could be metaphoric. It could be like you begin you like something to do with your dreams, Aquarius. What is it that you want to do? This is the week where you are paying more attention and you are asked to take some action also. Like, if you are inspired to do something, don't sit with it. Instead, um, do something about it. Follow your heart, follow your inspiration. But for some of you guys, it could also be you taking up a creative project, you just taking it easy and not worrying about things. And abundance is also coming through for you guys. Both these cards here has to do with money coming, uh, money coming, like you winning something, or it could be inheritance, it could be uh, something to do with your career, like a pay raise, a promotion, working from home opportunity for some of you guys here. Or for some, it could be you making some investment that is leading to growth. So yeah, so beautiful energy. So um, plan your week accordingly. If you are watching it this week, I will publish it tomorrow. Tomorrow is 30th of August. 30th August, yeah. So plan your week accordingly. So it's a great week for self-care, self-love, um, focusing on something that matters to you the most. Okay. And secrets is something that's coming through. So what I want to say is, if there is something that's important for you, keep it to yourself. Don't share it. Because sometimes what happens is, this is something I have experienced in my own life. When I want to do something that's really very close to my heart, but when I start telling everybody, then it just goes away. Either I feel a little bit like demotivated, or I don't feel that energy to do anything about it, or something happens. And then, so it's important, if this is something that's it could be like secrets you want to keep. uh, if you can't keep your secrets, then how would you like how can you trust others that they will keep your secrets? So if something is important to you, keep it to yourself. But if there is something that you are working on and it's not yet ready, again, keep it to yourself. Don't reveal it. You can let the world know when it's ready. Yeah, growth is there, abundance is there, and you are also like, sharing. It could be your family, your friends, and like inspiring others in some way. So it could be through your work, Aquarius. It could be the way you are, the way you do things, your values. But whatever the case may be, it's you are an inspiration for others. Pay attention to your intuition and trust yourself, Aquarius. Trust your own intuition. This hermit is has to do with our inner wisdom. However, what happens is, sometimes we don't acknowledge our own knowing, right? Sometimes we don't give ourselves credit for who we are, what we can do, our potential, what we know, and things like that. But we always look outside for answers. We are always asking others for permission, or we are asking others for their approval, or I mean, that's not what your sign represents. Your sign is all about individuality. And yeah, but hermit, I don't know. So maybe it could be someone you are dealing with, or it could be a situation that you are coming across. Maybe you will feel a little bit doubtful. So it's important to trust your own intuition, but it's also important to know if you are listening to your intuition or if you are listening to your fears, doubts, things like that. So what I want to say is a spiritual practice always helps. When we have faith, and when we know that um, a higher power is guiding our path, then it will be possible for us to, I don't know, I mean, it's kind of really, I can't, I don't know how to express that in words. It's all about an inner knowing, and it cannot be expressed in words. So yeah, taking up a spiritual practice will be highly beneficial. The time we are living in now, it will be highly beneficial if we can all ground ourselves in a practice that we can do every single day. And it will help us balance our energies, and also it will help us access our own intuition, and it will help us see things. When something, like for instance, it could be a video you are watching, it could be something you are reading, it could be your dreams, it could be that sudden thoughts that you are coming across, and you will be able to then connect the dots. Otherwise, things happen. We all have guidance, but sometimes we don't pay attention because our mind is active. We are thinking practically about things, logic, reasoning, and things like that. So sometimes that guidance, um, we don't it won't be possible for us to receive the guidance that is always available for us. So this is the week where looks like you are paying more attention. Maybe you are into spirituality and everything, and that's coming through very strongly for you guys. It could be that you are consulting someone. It could be a healer, a teacher, um, yeah, or for some it could be like you going like something to do with your health. You going for some alternative therapy, something like that. Or it could be past life regression, you meeting a tarot reader, astrologer. So if you are into these things like counseling, therapy, something to do with spirituality, then this is also the week where you are deepening your knowledge. It could be that you are reading, you are learning from others, um, and you are realizing certain things. It could be your own intuition telling you things, or it could be from an external source. So resource is what I'm seeing. Being more resourceful, or it could also be using your own resources. It could be inner resources, your own wisdom, your own inner knowing, your what you have learned, your skills, using your own skills, and yeah, things like that. Or it could be what's available for you. This is number 2, and this is the next card, number 3. So what I'm seeing is progress. So yeah, making some progress here. So on the so high priestess is also something to do with personal growth and development. This is where you are coming across that duality. Duality is opposites. So it could be the situations you are coming across. Maybe you are coming across different kinds of experiences, or it could be conflicting thoughts in your own mind. This is where some self doubt is happening, and this is where you are confident. So this, look at this. This is Hermit and this is Empress. So opposite energies. This is simple, a simple life, and this is abundance, riches. So duality is, and this is in the midst of in the center of the reading. So it's very kind of strange the way the cards showed up. This is how the cards showed up. So from this, look at the journey. Growth is happening. So for some, this is also something to do with your home. Could be that you are looking for a home, or wherever you are, this is feels like home. It could be people, or it could be the space wherever you are. So yeah, duality, opposites. It could be seeing the duality within yourself, Aquarius, like you coming across something that you need to work on. But at the same time, if that is the case, the energy is also reminding you to focus on your own strengths, what you are good at, things like that, your own light. So focus on your own light. On the other hand, it could also be the people you are coming across. Maybe you will see, you are seeing them more clearly. You are seeing the shadows, the drawbacks, but also their light, what they are good at, and things like that. And it could also be the situations that you are coming across. So conflicting ideas, conflicting thoughts, opposites, contrast is what this energy is. And also, like, it's very nice. I just wanted you to also see if you are into tarot, so you can, maybe you can come up with your own meaning. See, this is dark, right? So however, when we go through that dark, the light lantern represents our own inner wisdom. So this is, if you are coming across a confusing phase, this is where the energy is reminding you, listen to your own intuition, your own wisdom, what you have learned from your past experiences. Take guidance from your past experiences, and that will help you make the right choices and decisions. So the lantern again is our own inner wisdom. Inner wisdom is what we have learned from our past experiences. Okay, and this is again, the light and dark, but this is where you are focusing on the light, moving towards the light. So what I want to say is, you are on the right path. Progress is happening. You are moving in the right direction. Abundance is just around the corner. Growth, abundance, stability. So whatever it is that you are doing, keep doing. But the follow, at the same time, it's also important to take action, take inspired action. Okay, so if there is something that you want to do, follow that guidance. All right, so what's happening in the sky? On the 1st of September, Saturn moves into the sign of Pisces, and then we have lunar eclipse in Pisces on the 7th. And that's what's coming through for some of you guys. Pisces represents our subconscious. Pisces is also our creativity, spirituality, and things like that. And Saturn has to do with commitment. Saturn has to do with discipline. And that's what I'm seeing here. You taking some practical steps, and making a change. So whatever is important for you, in some area that is important for you. So yes, Saturn wants us to do the work, Aquarius. So if you know what needs to be done, the energy is reminding you, go ahead and do and create a change. On the other hand, when we procrastinate, when we don't take action, then what happens is we come across some situations and then we won't have any option but to get up and get going. So what I'm seeing is too much sitting is what I'm seeing. So some kind of movement is needed here. So it could be internal movement. By that, what I mean is, like, if, for instance, if you are coming across some inspiring thoughts, do something about it. On the other hand, it could also be physical movement, like stretching, exercise, walks, things like that. So yeah, Saturn's energy is there. So just be aware of that. Do the work, or else it will make you do the work. Okay. So 2nd of September, we have Mercury moving into the sign of Virgo. And Mercury is the ruling planet of Virgo. And Mercury has to do with our mind. So this energy will help us stay more organized in the head space, so we can stay focused on what's important for us. So it could be again cleaning up our physical space, or it could be our mental space, or something that we want to do. So prioritizing, organizing, so we can then stay focused. And then on the 3rd of September, there is something happening every single day. So it's an active sky. So Mercury in Virgo squares Uranus in Gemini on the 3rd of September. So squares leads to some tension. So just be aware of that. You have 3 major arcana cards. So if you are trying to make some major changes, make a major decision or something, don't make any impulsive decision. Instead, it's also important to gather information, and it's important to know if you understand everything clearly before moving forward. So don't let anybody rush you through things. Don't rush through things. Instead, it's important to pay attention to the details. You are, because both these cards are earth energy. Earth has to do with pay, and then Hermit is also here. This is paying attention to the details, and asking questions, doing your research, diving deeper in order to understand things. So that's nice. So it may have something to do with a project that you want to take up, a dream. You are working together with others. So it could be in something to do with your personal life, if there is something you are doing there, or it could be your professional life. Like a coming together is happening. High priestess indicates like past life connections. Um, so things may seem kind of mysterious. All right, and on the 5th of September, Moon in Aquarius trine, Moon in Aquarius. So that's what I'm seeing here, Moon's energy. So Moon in Aquarius trine Mars in Libra. Empress could be Libra energy, because Empress is ruled by Venus, which is the ruling planet of both Taurus and Libra. So this is lovely energy, because Aquarius and Libra sister signs, and the trine is also harmonious energy. And this is Moon in Aquarius. I am reading for you Aquarius, and this is the Moon's energy. So some synchronicities are happening here. And this is all about taking initiatives. Yes, it's important to take initiatives, but what I want to say is, only share with people who you can completely trust, and who will, when I said that you want people who uplifts you, who inspires you, who will motivate you, so you don't want to let the naysayers, um, you don't want that energy, Aquarius. You have important things to do. So stay away from naysayers and the people who will bring you down. Instead, stay with people who will motivate you and will challenge you to be the best, to be at your best. And then Uranus retrograde is happening in the sign of Gemini on the 6th, and that can also lead to some slowdowns. And that's what I'm seeing here, a slow period, like I said in the beginning of the reading. Okay. Yes, at the same time, I did tell you to take initiatives, take action. But what I want to say is take inspired action. You don't want to struggle with things, but it's also important to understand things clearly and pay attention to the details. That is important. But at the same time, know what you have control over, what you don't have control over. Because if we are focusing on things that we don't have control over, that can lead to frustration. So be aware of that. And then on the 7th, lunar eclipse is happening in Pisces. And this has something to do with releasing the past. I am seeing a release here with both these energies. This is how the cards show. This is your first card, this is your second card, and this is the dark and this is the light. So a transition is happening. Powerful energy, the way the cards showed up, very powerful energy. You are moving from the dark to the light, whatever that means for you. So it could be that a difficult period is now ending. It could be that if you have been isolating yourself, now you are starting to mingle with others. You are going outside, meeting friends, doing some doing some kind of activities and things like that. So you are coming out of your soul, your that self isolation, that period of self isolation is what I want to say. So yeah, a confusing period. It could also be something difficult is now ending, and this is comfort, luxury, and feeling good kind of energy. Home, stability, safety. This is also where you are seeing things more clearly, that the clouds are dissipating now. But if that is something you are coming across this week, know that that energy is now shifting. Okay, let's see what's coming through. Spirit, please give us a message for Aquarius. What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? Partnership, yes, exactly what I was talking about. And the solitude is now going away, and this is where you are collaborating with others, doing things with others, mingling with others, things like that. Also, what I'm seeing is, I was talking about duality, right? So this is where you have some strict budgets and you want to stick with it, and this is where you are splurging. So know how that is playing out. Where you are spending your hard-earned money and things like that. Yeah, partnership. Allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. How amazing is that? And that's exactly what's coming through on the cards. It could be you consulting someone, like I said, a healer, a teacher, someone you are partnering up with. It could be a friend, it could be a family member, someone you are talking to, and maybe they have some perspectives that is going to be helpful for you. Or it could be you being more resourceful, like curious. It could be you like reading a book. It could be um, you know a video you are watching, things like that. So again, allow healthful, supportive friendships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. For some, it could also be learning, learning a new skill, hiring, outsourcing, things like that. So Aquarius, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Do remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. I hope you have a great week ahead. Please take good care of yourself, and I will see you in the next reading.